Charlotte in the Know, hosted by Adrian Biddle, reporting on influential people, news, entertainment, and events pertaining to the city of Charlotte and nationally. Okay, Charlotte, it's time to be in the know.
All right, fam. Thank you for joining me today for Charlotte in the Know. I'm your host, Adrian Biddle. Today I'm being joined by Mr. Marvin Walker, founder of Day Runner.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate you joining me today, sir.
Oh man, thank you guys for having me.
You're in possession of one of the hottest businesses right now, as well as the hottest apps on the internet. Let me read a couple of these reviews before we actually get into we actually talk about what the businesses actually entail.
Okay.
All right, some of the reviews that I found online talks about I like it. It helps me get extra cash. Terrific application. Only a genius could ever thought of this. It's a great and wonderful app. Everyone should be using the Day Runner. The Day Runner experience was awesome and outstanding. I loved every minute of playing with the app and ordering through my Day Runner. Greatest delivery app I ever used. Can't wait to get my first job as a Day Runner. Driver. All right, Mr. Marvin. So, excuse me, Mr. Walker. So, explain to us what is Day Runner?
Well, Day One is an on-demand delivery platform that just gives business owners and individuals the ability to have, something that they're shipping picked up and delivered more expeditiously.
Yes.
So, for instance, one of my contracts is delivering auto parts. So, typically, that run goes once in the morning. We go and drop off all the auto parts there around 9:30, 10 in the morning.
Yes.
But then there's a customer like yourself who will come in at 11:30 in the afternoon. Now, your car has to sit there because that customer can't get the parts until that auto parts run again the next day. But now that we have Day Runner, that auto part, that dealership or whatever could go online or pick up the app, find the vehicle size that they need to deliver that specific auto part, and now your vehicle get repaired the same day. Our customer, that dealership, can get more vehicles in and out because now they have the ability to get items picked up and dropped off at a moment's notice.
Wow, that sounds like a very good product that you got there.
Thank you.
Well, piggybacking off the first question, how did you come across, came up with the concept itself?
Well, I've been working in the transportation industry since I got out the music business, and I just addressed a lot of the pain points that I found as a contractor. So that's why drivers tend to love the platform. I addressed all of those pain points, issues with the pay. A lot of these courier companies, I hate to say it, but they take advantage of the drivers. I mean, you're bringing your vehicle, you're bringing your money, you're bringing your time, but they still treat you and pay you like an employee. So I created a platform that addressed all of those pain points. Like, we provide our contractors with the support that they need to stay in business, right? Because they're making so little cash, but they're doing work and their vehicles are breaking down. They're going out of business. So we lend them the assistance that they need to ensure that they stay in business. Because if we get them rolling and keep them rolling, that only leads to a better experience for the customer. And I've experienced that as a driver. So what made me come up with it, I just got tired of looking for a courier company to treat me with the respect and dignity I deserved as a business owner. So once I saw that I could develop my own technology,
Yes.
I just, put the house up literally. I sold my house, emptied out my IRA, found me a developer, told him the different verticals that I wanted in it, and he delivered it for me, and I just presented it to contractors. And what I found is that drivers from Uber, Lyft, or other courier companies was like, this is perfect for me, and they were coming to my platform.
Now, do they have to actually have their own van or vehicle to actually do this?
Well, actually, no. All of our contractors don't. If they don't have a vehicle, that's one of the supports that we lend our contractors. So we provide a lease option, and unlike some of these other platforms that will charge you exorbitant amounts on the lease option,
Yes.
I provide my contractors with the vehicle at no additional cost because, I'm benefiting from brokering the connection with them and a customer. So there's no need to add an additional exorbitant amount on the vehicle lease. And in addition to that, when I was credit challenged and I got my first contract, I couldn't get a vehicle, and somebody helped me. So Day Run is a way for me to pay it forward to other people and help them out the way somebody helped me out.
Nice. Okay, so I was reading that Master P was one of your backers initially to actually help get the business off the ground. Can you explain how you ended up coming in contact with him and convincing him to actually take a chance on you?
Yeah, well, it wasn't initially. I mean, I created the app, I had the platform going, and I started um, recruiting contractors so that, of course, when my customers turn on the app, they can see a bunch of those little green day runner men. But what I found was that women got the concept immediately, and I was talking to other drivers of other courier companies, and what I kept encountering was people saying, "This is too good to be true. You couldn't have created this, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, on our platform, it's a membership-based platform, so these drivers get the support system, and our membership fees are anywhere from $399 to $12,500 a year. And contractors were like, you know, a small percentage had an issue with the amount. So I wanted to explain to them, hey, Master P started off with a $10,000 investment and grew his empire to a $400+ million empire. And one of the things that I respect about him, I followed his blueprint when I was in the music industry, and I wanted him to come talk to my contractor. So I reached out to him like, dude, can you come and talk to these guys about business ownership? They are a business. They have a tax ID. They're providing their fuel and their expenses. They're maintenance their vehicles, but they're getting paid like an employee. So they don't know me, and you know I'm not as famous and I'm not as successful as you. I showed him the business model,
Yes.
and once he saw it, he thought it was a genius as well. And he said, "I love this. I want to be a part of it." But most importantly, because it was empowering people and giving them the ability to be an actual business and get compensated like one. So when he saw the business model, he just got on board because he's a phenomenal businessman. But he wants people to take ownership and you know have control of their life. So
Okay, that's interesting. Now, from what I'm actually seeing of you, the trajectory that you're actually on as a African American entrepreneur, it looks like it's going to be. I can't even put it in the words. You're going up there far. So now, with you being in the tech industry, are you seeing like-minded or people of color in this particular industry? And if so, are you trying to reach out to them maybe for collaborations to actually help grow?
well, actually, unfortunately, there's not a lot of African Americans in the tech space,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's because one, we don't know where to go and how to do it. So one of the things that I did, I just ran into Dame Dash, and I discussed with him, you know, hey, I'm Marvin Walker. I have this app called Day One of my business partners, Master P, and he said, yeah, I've been hearing about it. He said, that's an app that's a platform like Google. I said, yeah. He said, you know, man, good job with it. I've been hearing about it, and you know, I'm thinking about coming and doing something with you. He said, I've been watching you. So I said, hey, you know what we need to do? How about we start a Black Silicon Valley? Because a lot of my contractors have great ideas. They want to develop that, but they don't know where to go. I said, and you know, Black businesses get less than 1% of venture capital money.
Wow.
And I said, how about we fund these great ideas? I mean, as we look back in history, we know that blacks have came up with a lot of the inventions that have changed and revolutionized this world. So there's a lot of great minds. So I have had a couple reach out to me, but it's a very minuscule amount.
Really?
And what we would like to do is increase that. Dame Dash, Master P, as well as myself, we're going to support our community and help them develop the app. So we have some of the top technology app developers. I don't know if you've looked at the Day One app, but I mean, it's clean, it's slick. I mean, it's just put together really well. And we could do that. And we're going to help as many great minds as we can get their ideas out from concept to completion. And then we're going to fund them and help get those out more in the marketplace.
Sounds great. Well, how can people follow you, or either if I'm looking to actually be employed by you, how can I actually sign up for this?
Oh, well, you can go to dayrunner.app.com and click the join as a driver link,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to take you to a landing page where it's going to show you a video that explains why the Day Runner platform was developed. It explains the different membership levels and the benefits it can have for you. And then you just simply go through it and decide which one is best for you. We have from a free membership all the way up to a master contracting membership where you could generate multiple streams of income. So we meet people where they are because not everybody has the resources financially to come in as one of the paid members. So they can come on as a free member. But unlike other platforms where if you don't work, you don't make money, you have the ability to grow here. So there's no ceiling as soon as you come in, right? So it's not horizontal income, you know, it's vertical. So you come in, you start off free if you need to, and then you could move up through the membership levels. And it was put together to empower people again, to give people the ability to really function like a business, generate money even while they're not working, and really be able to take care of your family and pay your bills the way you need to be. How the current company traditionally has been running, and a lot of these other platforms is you're putting all this wear and tear on your vehicle,
Yes.
you're making minimal revenue, and it's only a matter of time before your vehicle breaks down, and I mean you're still at the same place you started. And I thought that was fair, being a driver and a contractor myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a win-win for any and everybody who wants to actually participate with this particular business. I thoroughly enjoyed you taking out the time to actually sit down and discuss with me about it. Like I said, I expect to see you on Jet Magazine, Ebony, and wherever else this particular business venture will actually go and take you. I know that you will definitely be successful. You're already on the right road to be in that. So again, I thank you for actually joining me today.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.